Alright guys, I want to bring to you a special video today on the new perks for the pets that the devs have talked about. I got special information from them on what these perks would entail. So let's go through them together. So let's start with Owl. Owl is the false alarm bird. You can get him for 50 gems, and his ability is plus 20% to your experience in castle and trial runs. And what this means is that it's gonna basically you're getting an additional 20% on the experience you get. And as for players like me who are still trying to get to level 60, this can be very useful, especially for your daily farming and runs. All right, so let's go to the next one. The next one is Bradley. Bradley is one of the free pets we got in the beginning. He's that burning unicorn. His ability is plus 15% gold to castles and trials. Now, to clarify this, it's just the gold that you pick up during the kills in the trials and the runs. It's not. If you're thinking of something like gold trials, it won't affect the gold that's tossed out from the chest, just the gold that is given to you from the kills. So don't think that you're going to be getting 345,000 gold per run. All right, but he's still very useful. It adds up. All right, the next one, let's go to Thomas. Thomas is another free pet that we got from the beginning. His effect is plus 20% to the scrolls that you receive in castle and trials, gameplay only. So basically, these are the scrolls that you use to upgrade your skills and talents. It just helps you get more per run. And for those who, it would just help you level up faster, or not level faster, upgrade your skills and talents faster. All right. Next one we have is Madeline. Madeline is the chicken or rooster. I think it's a chicken. So the chicken pet, for you have to get to level 6, and she's purchasable for 500 gems. Her ability is you get 2 additional promote stones in these trials. So if you're like me, who's still trying to upgrade their gear, and now with the new combined system of using set items to get more sets, it's very useful to get more promote stones out of your trials every day. Instead of getting 15, you'll get 17 per run, and so you don't have to waste any gems, or you can get them faster. That's very useful for me because I'm still going through and maxing out my gear. All right, let's go to the next one, and the next one's very strong one, I would like to say. How do you pronounce his name? Aquila or Aquila. So he's the Raven that you get from the Season Pass 2. His ability is plus 20% attack on boss when your health is above 95%. Now his effect can be really strong if you're able to maintain your health against the guild boss. If you're able to maintain your health at a high level, I think with him you can probably run Sanctuary to keep your health high, and then or even run protection with max defense, and then just keep that just throw protection on every time the boss attacks, and then you can keep that 20% bonus on for the entirety of the run, for the 2-minute run. So he has potential of being the best, I would say the best pet against the guild boss. Though we're gonna go through another one later that is also for those who don't have perfect defense, or who are more prone to receiving damage, or even future bosses that attack more. He may not be the best pet anymore, as you do have to keep your life at 95% or higher. All right, let's go to the next pet. Next pet is Santa's Reindeer, the one that we just got for the holiday pass. Let's see, where is it? So let's see. Give me a second here. Okay, so the Santa's Reindeer, which will give you a 10% critical hit chance increase on your skills on the boss. Right, so this one, if you purchase the holiday pass, you have this Santa's Reindeer. Now, its ability, I'm assuming how it works is that it will stack onto whatever. It might have worked how where it would stack onto whatever your current critical hit chance percentage is, but it only affects your skills, or it's a flat increase. So let's say, for example, you have 15%, and it would add on another 10, which is 25%. Not necessarily how it is right now, where if 100% increase just means 30%. So something like 110% would just mean 31.5%. So we'll have to see how that works when we have when the pets come out, and then we can test to see if the critical chance is increasing by a flat rate or is just a multiplier. But it does have it also has a 15-second cooldown, and so for 5 seconds you would get that increased critical chance from your skills, and then you'll have 10 seconds of cooldown. So I think it's decent because for guild bosses, the majority of your damage comes from your skills, not necessarily your base attack. As we can see in the scores, in my experience, I deal a lot more damage with Meteor versus my regular attack. All right, so let's go to the next guy. We have Taiki. The what is it? Taiki is, let's see, where is he? Oh, he's my current guy right now. So Taiki is the raccoon. I would say the raccoon, Asian raccoon. Basically, his effect is plus 10% increase of flat damage against the boss. So he can be so either him or Aquila. For those who want to be more consistent and you can't keep their life up, I think Taiki is probably the better choice. All right, then we have the Iceborn. The Iceborn is the pet you get from the, let me see. Oh, you get him from the VIP subscription, and basically his effect is plus 10% critical hit chance when you get hurt against the boss. And then it also has a it only lasts for 5 seconds, and it has a 15-second cooldown also. What's different between him and the Santa's Reindeer is that the critical chance you're getting is for your attack and your skills. So it's a flat, it increases all, critical chance for all. The only thing is that it will only activate if you get hurt. So that's the main drawback against using this pet. All right, the next pet we have is Rex. So Rex is the pet you get from the Season Pass 1. Now his ability is plus 15% to your critical hit damage on the boss when the boss is poisoned. Now for those who are running the guild build, almost everyone is running poison to get the poison slayer effect or increase in damage. So if you have a constant poison effect on, like Ember or using Poison Splash, this can be very effective, and it's basically a 50% flat increase to your critical hit damage. Alright, the next one is Sue. So let's go down to Sue. Sue is a mummy, and she costs about 100. She costs 100 gems, but her effect is she's good for arena. You get plus 10% increase in your attack for in arena only. And then we have Scott. He is her opposite, where you get 10% defense in arena only. And then we have Riley, our rainbow unicorn. Riley, you get 15% defense increase in arena on hooked player. So it works really well, synergizes well with Mutineer or Black Hole. So when you pull in the bots, you'll get an additional 50% increase to your defense. Now this does come with a 15-second cooldown, but it does last for 10 seconds. And then Gordon, very similar effect, but it happens on knockback. And last but not least, we have Richie, who gives you a 20% increase in defense in arena, but for a longer cooldown. And the effect it doesn't last as long, but his effect works when you get hurt. So basically, for you get 20% increase in your defense for 5 seconds, and with a cooldown of 20 seconds. So you're gonna wait for 15% after that, 15 seconds after that. Basically, for me, I think Aquila is probably the best. I'm probably butchering the name, but it's probably the best pet against the guild boss. And with Taiki, or Taiki being the runner-up, if you don't have constant, if you can't keep your life constantly up, I think Scott is probably the best for me in arena, because perfect defense is essential in arena, especially when you go against the Boar Helm or the Grim Shield. And then for farming, basically Al and Bradley and Madeline would be the best for farming, for you to gain more items on your daily runs. All right, that's it, guys. See you guys next time.